How do you show your love for your country? The best way to express love and sense of belonging to our country is to be an active young citizen. Actively participate in social activities to create positive change in the society. Obey and agree to the correct and good laws because these can shape the country. A country can only truly flourish when its citizens educate themselves. Name some of the great patriots and talk about them. Freedom fighters were those great leaders who sacrificed their lives with fearless courage to bring freedom to the nation. They faced pains, exploitation, immense torture, and hardships to get freedom. So people considered them the perfect examples of patriotic people. British ruled over India for over than 200 years. Many freedom fighters adopted various ways of fighting against Britishers to attain freedom. Their unimaginable sacrifice, hardship, pain, and hard work gets an eternal salute from people. They struggled a lot to make India free from Britishers and an independent country. The list of freedom fighters is endless. Some of them are known while others quietly sacrifice their life for the protection of their motherland. Some of the famous freedom fighters are Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagat Singh, Mangal Pandey, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Subhash Chandra Bose, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Jawaharlal Nehru, Lokmanya Tilak, Lal Bahadur Shastri, and many more who sacrificed their lives fighting for the country. Children, let us learn some new words, its meanings, and how to frame them into new sentences. Breathes means lives. Humans breathe oxygen to be alive. Pelf means riches gained in dishonest way. The corrupt officer's pelf was taken over by the government. Vile means worthless, unpleasant. Satish has a wild temper. Forfeit means to lose. The lack of players caused the team to forfeit the game. The Patriot by Sir Walter Scott. About the poet. Sir Walter Scott was a Scottish historical novelist, playwright, poet, and historian. Many of his works remain classics of both the English language literature and of Scottish literature. He was born on 15th August 1771 and died in the year 21st September 1832. The Patriot. The poem tells us how far a person can call himself a true patriot. The poet has firm ideas of his own as to what these qualities are. To be a true patriot, a man must recognize the land of his birth as his motherland. Breathes there the man with soul so dead, who never to himself hath said, "This is my own, my native land," whose heart hath never within him burned. Let us learn some new word and its meanings. Hath means have. Children, I will explain line by line the poem. Breathes there the man with soul so dead. There is a man who is physically alive as he is breathing, but emotionally he is dead because his soul is dead. Writer wrote so dead to emphasize that it is a miserable death. Who never to himself hath said, This is my own, my native land. In this line, the poet is describing what kind of person is emotionally dead. To him, a person with dead soul is the one who has never told himself that his motherland is his own native land, whose heart hath never within him burned. In this phrase, poet asks who is that person who has no heart, who is the person whose heart is burned or destroyed within. Children, let us read the poem together. Breathes there the man with soul so dead, who never to himself hath said, this is my own, my native land, whose heart hath never within him burned. As home his footsteps he hath turned, from wandering on a foreign strand. If such their breath go mark him well, for him no minstrel raptures swell. Children, let us know some new words and its meaning. Minstrel means poet or a singer. Raptures means intense. Swell means expand. Children, for this paragraph, I will be explaining line by line. As home his footsteps he hath turned, from wandering on a foreign strand. These two lines are the answer to the previous question that poet asks. According to the poet, if a person does not return to his native land and is lost within the environment of foreign country, the person lacks a heart. If such their breath go mark him well. The poet says, if you find such person who has no love for his motherland, you can blame him. For him, no minstrel raptures swell. The meaning of minstrel is a traditional poet or a singer who wanders from place to place singing songs that are emotional. Raptures means extreme joy and happiness, whereas swell means to increase. By this, the poet means that there no any minstrel, that is, no traditional singer or poet is going to sing a song for him and about him. Children, let us read the poem together. As home his footsteps he hath turned, from wandering on a foreign strand. If such their breath go mark him well, for him no minstrel raptures swell. High though his titles, proud his name, boundless his wealth as wish can claim. Despite those titles, power and pelf, the wretch concentrated all in self, living shall forfeit fair renown. Let us learn some new words and its meanings, children. Boundless means unlimited. Wretch means unfortunate or annoying. Concentrated means intense. Forfeit means lose. Children, I will explain line by line. High though his titles, proud his name, boundless his wealth as wish can claim. Here the poet means that even though a person is extremely rich, has great fame and is proud of his name, everything is worthless. Nothing is worthwhile. Despite those titles, power and pelf, the wretch concentrated all in self. In this line, the poet says, despite all his wealth, his prestige and power, he is a miserable person because a person who is concentrated only about himself, a selfish person, is a poor person despite his enormous wealth. Living shall forfeit fair renown means the poet would like to say he is alive but should penalize all his fame. Children, let us read the poem together. High though his titles, proud his name, boundless his wealth, as wish can claim. Despite those titles, power and pelf, the wretch concentrated all in self, living shall forfeit fair renown, and doubly dying shall go down to the vile dust from whence he sprung, unwept, unhonored, and unsung. Children, let us learn some new words and its meaning. Whence means where in the old usage. Children, I'll explain the poem line by line. And doubly dying shall go down. Here, doubly dying, poet means that such an unpatriotic person dies twice. Once, he dies due to his physical death when his breathing is stopped. Next, he is not remembered by anyone after his death. So along with his death, he also dies from the memory of the people. To the vile dust from whence he sprung. Here the poet says his dead body turns into an ash and it is mixed with the dirt within the ground from where he learnt to crawl. Unwept, unhonored, and unsung. No one drops tear in his death, and no one honors him at the time of funeral, and there no one is there to tell the funeral prayer for him. Children, let us repeat the poem together. And doubly dying shall go down to the vile dust from whence he sprung, unwept, unhonored, and unsung. Some rhyming words used in the poem. The list of words are bummed, turned, well, swell, dead, said, pelf, self, renown, down, sprung, unsung. Children, in the grammar, we will be talking about punctuation and the use of capital. Punctuation makes a written language understandable to read and to grasp. All punctuation marks are signals from the writer to the reader. Capital letters, the full stop, the comma, the question mark, the exclamation mark, and the apostrophe. Capital letters are used in the following instances. For beginning the first word in a new sentence. For proper nouns. For titles before names. For the letter standing for the names of people. For short forms. Examples. Children, you will notice that some of the letters have been highlighted. The rules that have been given above are being followed. Swimming is recommended from April to September. Gaurav Malik will be arriving from London soon. The Sun Temple in Konark is very famous. The full stop are used as following. If a full stop is used after some short forms of words, it stands for complete words. Example, UK means United Kingdom. If the short ends with the last letter of the word, we may omit a full stop, like Mr. spelled as M-I-S-T-E-R. The short form will be M-R without a full stop. Example, B.Ed, B.Ed means Bachelor of Education. P-R-O-F dot, it's a professor. Headmaster is written as H full stop, M full stop. Station master, S full stop, M full stop. The comma are used as following. With lists of words but not before and, or. When someone's name is used in a sentence and you want to mark it off. Before and after words in quotation marks. With words like now, yes, no, or, and well. To separate a group of words that say something extra in the sentence. Examples. Children, the commas are highlighted in red. Mangoes, watermelons and peaches are summer fruits. Lata Mangeshkar, the singer, was here. Yes, this is my classroom, said Rani. Well, best of luck to you all. The question mark is put at the end of a sentence asking a question. Example, can Raman climb a tree? Would you like coffee or tea? Who is speaking? Where is the box? The exclamation mark is used after a word or group of words that expresses a strong feeling. Example, we have won the match, shouted the players. Alas, the rain stopped. What a wonderful day. Return the book today. Don't delay. The apostrophe is used as following. To show possessive forms of nouns, to show the missing of letters while writing short forms. This is Mohan's bag. It's a long day. I can't go as it is raining. It'll be done today. Activity 1 answers. Punctuate the following sentences. Children, in the given sentences below, the beginning, when you start the sentence, it should be in capital. When you end, it should have a full stop or a question mark. In the fifth question, you will find that it denotes to a particular person's dress, that is girl. So there should be an apostrophe S. Question 1. Manu is studying in class 9. M is in capital and after 9 there should be a full stop. Question 2. We are all waiting for you. W should be in capital. After you should be a full stop. Question 3. Who told you this? W should be capitals. After this should have a question mark. Question 4. Rani is a lovely girl. Rani R should be in capital. After girl there should be a full stop. Question 5. The girl's dress was beautiful. The T should be in capital. Girls. The apostrophe and then yes. And after beautiful there should be a full stop. Home assignment. Roman number 1. Answer the following. Question 1. What are the characteristics features of a patriot? Question 2. What characterizes a person who is not patriotic? Question 3. For him no minstrel raptures well. Question A. Who does the word him refer to? Question B. Why is the poet unhappy with such a person? Question 4. Make a list of the rhyming words in the poem. Roman number 2, punctuate the following sentences. Question 1, where is the book I gave you? Question 2, may God bless you. Question 3, he speaks fluently, correctly and clearly. Question 4, Mohan is honest, brave and strong. Question 5, I am going to Madhu's house. Children, we have come to the end of this lesson. We will meet again in the next session with a new lesson. Until then, stay home and take care.